it really resonated with my spirit. And if anyone writes, you know, if you hear a good writer, you definitely want to get out your pen and pad and start writing as well. So I was prompted and blessed to spend some time with the Lord and be able to put together a piece. One of the other things that she said when she pregnant with purpose was that they were given spiritual midwives. And when Pastor Sutton came back, he said, you know, some of us need to shut up and push. Tell your neighbor to shut up and push. So my poem is called Shut Up and Drive. But what inspired it was Pastor Sutton said, the scripture, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And he said, when people look at that scripture, they always look at faith and they never look at hope. And unless you have hope, you cannot have faith. So this poem is really resonating about how some of us have murdered hope, have killed hope in our lives. Please pray my strength. I pray that, you know, that the temperature stays warm. In order to enjoy this poem, it probably would be best if you just close your eyes and go for the ride. And I hope I can deliver it. I have not done one in quite some time. Shut up and drive. Ooh. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. What happens when faith and hope collide? When faith sees hope and hope keeps hiding, faith is anxiously waiting for hope to come driving. See, hope is H-O-P-E, having optimistic, purposeful expectations. Hope is H-O-P-E, having optimistic, purposeful expectations. See, hope cannot hide, but is often brushed aside. Hope is constantly sedated by fears of our past, often deflated, frequently degraded, until one day hope is completely obliterated. See, faith cannot be activated until hope gets emancipated from our fears, anger, and pain. We have buried our dreams under the welcome mat of normal, mundane routines. We get high off of filling our calendars or keeping ourselves busy or pumping ourselves with TV, morphine, Facebook crack, or video game weed. See, we love it because it distracts us from the fact that we just committed hope suicide. Mass dreams genocide. Rest in peace, talents, so long gifts. We have DVR'd ourselves to death because we are afraid of stepping out and stepping in to our God-given purpose and eventual success. We're afraid that when hope meets faith, action will need to take place. No more fiending for mind-numbing social media drugs that isn't a crime, but we always seem to be sentenced with our time. No more hope paralyzers in the form of TV tranquilizers. No more food binges to mask the pain of our past experiences. No more excuses that have only left us with emotional bruises of guilt, anger, jealousy, and shame, because we have unknowingly murdered each and every one of our dreams while worshiping our LCD screen. See, hope meets faith when we get out our spiritual pesticides and begin to spray the weeds that have been growing in our lives, the weeds of sin, anger, blame, and shame. Hope meets faith when we wake up and drive and stop the self-hate when we verbally mutilate ourselves with the I cannots and the I am nots and I'm not good enough and I don't have enough and I'm not like her or him or he or she. See, hope meets faith when we open up our eyes and realize we are who God created us to be. And we cannot allow ourselves to be lulled to sleep because we were placed on this earth to be God's hands and God's feet. We need to, H-O-P-E, have optimistic, purposeful expectations. Begin to declare that we are a peculiar people. We are God's special creation. And we were not created for self-damnation, but to be God's light in this dark nation. To be God's fruit so he can feed this sinful generation. To be God's beacon so the lost can always find his location. Why? Because we are God's chosen generation. We are the light of the world, the salt of the earth, a city set on a hill that cannot be hidden. See, hope meets faith when we open up the word, OD off the word, and substitute our TV, morphine, and Facebook crack for some manna from heaven that always gives and never takes back. It slaughters our fears and brings our sound mind back. It allows us to detox from the world so our spirit can get filled. See, hope meets faith when we put both hands on the wheel and take our feet off the brake and allow Jesus to finally navigate. With our hope key in the ignition, shifting to the faith gear position with both feet on the gas, leaving our past in the past. See, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, and our substance can never be hoped for unless we activate our God-given dreams.